What is up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode, and this is Training 2 Team of the Year Hybrid episode 17. And the Team of the Years are now finally out of packs, so we better quickly start doing some more trading and hopefully get close to making the team or the Team of the Year Hybrid. And I'll get to that in a minute, but first of which, Marcus Assunção we pick up for 900 coins. Going to put him up at 12,500. What a way to start the episode. Making like 11 plus K profit if he does sell for that, which is pretty crazy on one Brazil or one silver player. The next one we pick up is another Brasilva, and it's a very good area to trade. This time it's the 5-star skiller in Elton. Picked him up for 5.3, going to put him up at 7.9. I mean, that's the solid profit you're going to be looking at for players. Paying a good amount of money for him, but getting a bit of profit, 1 plus K off him back. And he definitely, because of the 5-star skills, is always going to be popular and, wanted as well. I think 11 players have sold, the first of which is Adriano Ferreira Pinto for 2.7k, and won't really go over the rest. We put them up in a previous episode, and you can see on the screens what they sold for and what other people bought them for. So what I'm going to speak about for this section is who I'm going to focus on, and I had a lot of suggestions thanks to you guys in the comments below and on Twitter and stuff like that. And I'm thinking I'm going to go for Radamel Falcao because he does fit into the limit. I said I didn't want to spend way over $1 million. I can't afford the Messis and Ronaldos, which are like at 3-4 mil or something ridiculous. But I think Falcao's in that range that he's a player I do want. He's a cover for this thumbnail, and definitely a player I think I really should go for. So he's the player we're going to focus on if we can get him. And now he's out of packs, I think his price might only go up, which is a bit of a worry. So we really have to shuffle on and move pretty quickly if we can go and afford him. But we picked this Habibu for 15,750. I think this is the first informal. We're going to put him up for 21,000 coins. A bar converted to Cam, the traitor, for 2.9. A Ramirez in centre mid for 4.9k. And we're going to hopefully and try to get 7.5k for him. Ramirez is an absolute bitch to sell. And he's not the Chelsea guy, the Gaston Ramirez. Put the CDM version as well for 7k. He just took so long to sell. I would never recommend him. Oscar at 41212, we're going to put him up for around 13,000 coins just because of the formation. And a couple players that just didn't sell, we're just going to hopefully get them sold. That Chikahoy is taking forever to sell. I put him up like 8-9k, and no one's biting on him, which is a bit worrying. But we picked this Fabian for 5.1, going to put him up at 6.8, and that was to create the gap in the market that we need to put others up. That was the lowest bin, and I know his price usually does go over 7k. We put this Oscar up as well. We pick up a Sessegnon, this time at striker for 5,000 coins, put him up for 7.8. Next play we put up is a Rosanai, and this time converted to CDM for 5.5k, going to put him up at 7.4. Next one is a Cruz, I do believe. This is the first inform in centre mid for 35,000. Gonna try and get 40k off him. That'd be a tidy one, a couple k profit off him. And then Maria Goetze at striker for 8.8. Hopefully gonna get just shy of 13k. And as you can see, 11 players have sold, and we're already up to 632,000 coins. And the players that we have sold are the ones we just literally put up. The Tony Cruz sold for 40,000 coins. A nice tidy profit, and this is a reason inform trading is so good. You can just check one player, especially in that more expensive range, and you're always going to make 1 or 2k plus on them. Maria Goetze sold for 12,750. Stefan Sessegnon sold for 7.8k, converted to striker. He's very tough to sell at striker. Some of them I would not recommend at striker. Marco Marin sold for 6.8. Eduardo Vargas sold for 6,000 coins, and he's a really nice player to trade with if you can get him for the right price. Fabian sold for 6.6k, I do believe. Rosanai for 7.4k at the CDM. Habibu for 27.50, and finally sold him a little bit less than I wanted, but he finally sold. Frank Lampard at CDM for 8.8k. Next one is Oscar at centre mid for 9.4 in the 4-3-2-1 formation. Then we have another Oscar, this time the striker version, for 13,750. That's a crazy profit on him. And they're all the players sold. We've still got some players that haven't been sold, and also we're exploiting those Fabians still. Pick this one for 4.5, put him up at 6.8. Also, we're self-converting as well, which you will see a couple times in this episode. Emerson we picked up, and we're going to put him up for a couple K. Grabham we picked up for 500, going to put him up for a few K. 5.9 for Westcar, and Kaka that we picked up for 6, we're going to put up at 12. Fagner for 5, going to put him up at 7.9. So a couple of decent players, and I'm kind of like opening my net a little. You know, I'm not sticking on the same player. Westcar for 3.6, going to put him up at 5.9. A couple bronze players are quite easy to trade, I've got to be honest. Another Westcar for 3.4, going to put him up at 5.9. They were pretty easy to sell, the bronze players, and they were, you know, pretty vacant. Like, not many people were bidding for them, even the more expensive ones. So it could be an area that you could exploit. A Rosanai for 3.6, going to put him up at 8.3k. Another Kaka, this time at centre mid for 6.6. Hopefully going to get 11,000 coins for him. A couple more Bundesliga silvers, an area we focused on a little bit in an episode, for 1.6 for I'm going to put him up at 3.7. Malapa for 7.1, going to hopefully get 9 to 10k for him. Then we picked up a Shinji Kagawa, this time at CDM for 2,500 coins. Not the most popular position for him, but we're hopefully going to get around 11 to 50 for him. Another Shinji Kagawa, this time at centre mid in a 4-4-2. A good formation, good position for 7.6. Hopefully going to get roughly the same 11,500. Another converted Hatem Ben Arfa. He's a very tidy player to trade with converted. Going to put him up at 3.4. Picked him up for 2k. Marco Marin, this time at centre mid. We traded him so much in this series. 4.4, going to pretty much double that to 8.8. And we picked up a couple of centre forwards to cams. As I said, we got to pick them up for less than 1.5k. The first one was 5-ish, 100 coins. The next was 750, and we're just going to add them into the consumables and use them at a later date. This Oscar we put up for 9.6, and another centre forward to cam, and another centre forward to cam. This one was 1.2k, and that's my method. Just spend under 1,500 coins, and then all the players spend less than 2,000 plus coins. Like the Fabian we just picked up there was a 2,000 coins. So we put a centre forward to cam card on him, and he costs 2,000. We're going to put him up for 6.8, and the whole package is probably 3.5 max. So we're on some aspects we're doubling our money on each player. We put up this Fabian again, bought for around 2, put him up for 6.8 again. 3.5 was pretty much the maximum we're spending on these Fabians, and at the moment this is an area you just got to exploit until it runs out. Another one we're self-converting and putting up. I think this was overnight as well, so you can do a couple overnight, because like in the day one works. It's a lot harder to sell a couple, but overnight for the 12 hours, I just literally put as many as I have. Another one we put up for 6.8. I think I picked that one up for 1.1. So again, max you're going to be spending on those is 3.5. Self-converting on some players is really making us some great profit, and it'd be much appreciated if you subscribe to my channel, check out my previous videos. And I'm sorry I didn't post over Saturday and Sunday, I was pretty busy, but I'll still try and keep to this daily upload. Check out my links in the description to Twitch, Twitter and Facebook, and I'll see you in the next episode, which should be tomorrow around 4 or 5 p.m. GMT. I will see you then. Until next time, peace.